Hey y'all, I'm gonna wait for y'all to come in. I'm gonna wait for y'all to come in. Some of y'all will come in, and then we'll start the live. When some of y'all get here, and I ain't gonna repeat. I don't want to have to repeat myself. I know some of y'all gonna come in and say, cause y'all saw Tremel's video earlier. They say, "How's Tremel? How's hey Takia? How you doing? Long time. Hey Tina Shell, how y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? I'm good. I ain't got no complaints. I feel good. I'm doing good. I'm looking good. Child. I can't ask for nothing else. Hey, all the people in the bushes. How y'all doing this evening? Or this afternoon? Whichever one it is, because I can't see a clock. Hey, El Manning. Hey, best friend. Okay. The only reason why I'm not on camera right now is because if you saw Tremel's video, you know I had to take him to the ER. And this ER, you got to get there early as possible, child, because if you don't, you'll be sitting there all damn day. So I took him at 7:30, so I have a chance to get cute. I just, got up, put on my clothes, put on a hat, and got him there. And like I knew it was Tuesday, so there was like maybe one person sitting there. I said, "See, that's why I told you let's come early, because we got there at like 8 o'clock." I said, "That's why I told you to come early on a Tuesday, because I knew nobody would be here. Because I've had to go like to get a blood transfusion or whatever. And when I went, I was like zip, zip, zip all the way through the process and didn't have to sit in the waiting room and was, had my little bed in the back. So, of course, that's what he did today. Hey, Tasha, that's what he did today. And, you know, I kind of knew they was going to make him stay. 'Cause I don't know if he told. I haven't watched his video. I just know he made a video. I don't know how much he went into it, but he's okay. They get him. He don't have a room yet because they waiting for a room to get ready. You know how that could take forever. But the emergency room we go to, it allows you to send. Well, it sends you a text showing, letting you know how long it's gonna take. So you can send that to like somebody who's not there. So he sent it to me. So last time I checked it, it said it would be 10 minutes before he got his room. I haven't checked it since. So he could be in the room, but as far as I know, he's still in the emergency room and whatever they need to do, they're doing it there until he gets in his room. But he's good, he's in good spirits. I didn't even know what was going on with Tremel because he didn't really tell me. Well, at first it was nothing going on. And he didn't tell me, you know, about his foot. But then when he was in dialysis, they sent him to the emergency room because he was shaking uncontrollably, saying he was cold. So I said, okay. And I was there because I had to get a blood transfusion. So they let him come home. So that must have been the onset. And they didn't find nothing. Hey, Betty. That must have been the onset and they didn't find anything. So they let him come home. So then he he came home, and that was on Friday. Saturday he went to the store, and he just came home and jumped in the bed. I'm like, why are you in the bed with all your clothes? And he's just shaking uncontrollably. I was like, Tremel, you got an infection. No, no, no. I said, when I went to the hospital, I did the same thing. I said, but you did it twice. I only did it once. I said, it was the same thing. I was freezing cold, couldn't get warm, laid in the bed, shook for about an hour, fell asleep, and when I woke up, I was too hot because I had on two hoodies, this big plush robe, and was just laying in the bed shaking like I was totally naked laying in the snow. And he did the same thing. I said, Trimell, you got an infection. What's going on? Well, I got a blister on my toe and yada, yada, yada. I said, well, you got an infection. So, he told me today he wasn't going to tell me. He was just going to try to heal it himself. But the blister popped and it was a hole. So he said, Monday, he said, I think I need to go to the emergency room. I said, think? I told you had an infection. So I said, well, let's go Wednesday. I said, no, you're going to. He said, I just want to go to dialysis today. Let's go Wednesday. I said, no, you're going Tuesday. He was like, okay. Hey, Deborah. And, today I took him and I was right. He had an infection. And, I don't know how much he told y'all in the video because, like I said, I didn't watch it, but he's staying in the hospital because, like I said, he had an infection, so they're giving him antibiotics out through intravenously. And, it just amazes me how I come out of the hospital, maybe 2, 3 weeks go by, maybe a month, and the next thing he ends up in the hospital. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? At some point in life, honey, we got to stop playing hospital games. I'm like, at some point in life, we got to stop playing hospital. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I had to do something real quick. And I couldn't do it while I was talking. But yeah, I ain't on here because I ain't get myself together. I just put on a hat, put on some clothes because I'm like, we need to get there at least by 8 o'clock. So we left here at 7:30, and we got there like right almost at 8 o'clock. And like I said, it was empty. They took him right away. He didn't have to wait. And I just came back home and went back to sleep. Well, I stayed there a while. And I was like, Tremel, I'm tired. I'm going home. And he was like, okay, you don't have to stay. I said, because you and I both already know they keeping you. I said, just send me the app so I can see, how far along you are. Call me and tell me what's up. I said, I'm tired because I really couldn't sleep last night. So that's what he did. That's what happened. And I came home and went right back to sleep because I was tired. When I tell you I was tired, I was tired. And he knew I didn't sleep because he couldn't sleep either, which was crazy to me because we had went to dialysis and normally I'd be comatose. But I just could not. But dialysis do sometimes give you insomnia, so I guess that's what happened last night. It don't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes. But yeah, I'm fine. Thank God, I'm doing good. After I went to the hospital and they got that infection out of me, I've been great. I have no complaints and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm good. I was just mad because I'm like, damn it. As soon as one of us come out of the hospital, the other one go in a couple of weeks or a month later. I said, what the hell? I said, Lord, this is it. I said, because I ain't going back to the hospital. I ain't. I ain't accepting it. I ain't believing it. I ain't going back. But hey, people in the bushes, I saw you made a video, so I just wanted to update you guys because he been asleep. I haven't talked to him since probably about 1 o'clock, but I don't want to call him because when I did call him at 1 o'clock, he was asleep, so I don't want to wake him up. And ain't nothing to do in the emergency room but lay in that bed and watch TV. So I don't want to wake him up because I know how it is when I'm there and people be calling me, "You okay?" And I'm like, "I'm asleep. I'm waiting for a room. I'm asleep." So that's why now when I go, like I said, they got the app you can send. I send it to him, my sister, and my uncle so they don't be calling me. Thank you, Tina Michelle. I appreciate that. And that's, yes, I received that. I really do. Because it's like enough is enough. Since we moved, but at the same time, I say since we moved, it's been, but we getting better care than we get in New Jersey. We got in New Jersey, so I ain't even mad at. I'm mad at it, but I ain't mad at it because we getting better care, which you would think is crazy. We would get better care in New Jersey than down south, but we getting better care down south than we got in New Jersey. So I ain't even mad at it. To be honest, I'm mad at it because it's like, well, damn, we can't ever do nothing because one of us is in the hospital, one of us ain't, and when we get out, we gotta recoup. So we can't even really do nothing. But at the end of the day, I'd rather get fixed than not get fixed. Than Tremel make a live. Oh my God, Joseph ain't here no more. I'll make a live. Oh my God, Tremel ain't here no more. So I ain't complaining. It just it seems like oh my God, but I'm not complaining and he ain't complaining either because we both feel the same way. Hey, hey, Aisha. Yeah. So let me let them know I'm okay because I saw the title. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with me, child. Don't be putting nothing on me. And then I said, well, let me update them. Because, like I said, I didn't even watch the video. I just saw he made a video. So I was like, I'm sure he was telling y'all that he was in the hospital, what was going on. And I said, let me update them. Because he been asleep all day. He'll probably, of course, make a video when he get up and get in his room and not pay attention that I made a video. So a lot of times when we make videos, we don't even watch them. So he'll just see you made a video because he'll get the alert to his phone. I'll get the alert to my phone and like McRaeKingz alive. I'm like, what alive? Oh, he must have made a video, and it is what it is. But he's doing okay. He's not bad at all. He's in good spirits, which he packs his little bag because I said pack a bag because you already know they're gonna keep you. No, they might. I said they're gonna keep you, Tremel. You got an infection. So he packed his little bag. He said, "I'm gonna listen to you for a change." I said, "Right." And so he packed his little bag, and like 15 minutes after they got him back there and got his blood test, and they was like, "You're gonna be here for a couple of days." I said, "See, I told you." I said, "You don't think I know what I'm talking about?" I said, "But when you was laying in the bed acting like I did when I had that infection and I had to stay," I said, "You're not acting like that." And he was making excuses. I said, "Nope, you got an infection." I said, "You doing the same thing I did." I said, "I didn't know nothing about it. So I just thought I got cold or had a fever and couldn't get warm." I said, and then I was eating and everything. I was throwing up and I was in pain. And then the pain got too much. And I was like, Tremel, you got to take me to the emergency room. I said, something wrong. You got to take me to the emergency room. And when I got there, y'all know I told y'all like they drained all that fluid out of my. You see, they drained all that fluid out of my stomach. but it started coming back. Not as much, but if you see the pictures, you see. And I was like, well, anyway, I gotta go get this drained again because they told me it might come back. But when it came back, for whatever reason, it gave me an infection. But I wasn't thinking that. I just thought, oh, I got food poisoning. But then when it lasted for like 2 weeks, I'm like, wait a minute, food poisoning lasts 4 to 3 days, 3 to 4 days at most. I said, this is 2 weeks, something wrong, and the pain was just, oh my God, it was so bad. I don't wish that on nobody. I was laying in the bed screaming because it got so bad. And Tremel was like, what's wrong with you? I said, oh my God, this pain. I said, you got to take me to the emergency room because something wrong. And when I got there, that's when they told me that I had an infection. I told them that, well, I had got drained twice. I said, and it's filling up again on this side. And of course, they could see it because one side was bigger than the other. So they told me I had an infection, but they didn't know where it was coming from. So once they drained me and got that fluid, they said it's in your stomach. I was like, well, why did it come back with an infection? They was like, well, you walked around for a year. I said, no, I didn't walk around. I said, before I moved, they kept telling me they don't know what it is. They can't drain it, dialysis or drain it. And it never happened. I said, when I got here, they kept telling me it could get drained out. And I didn't know what they was talking about because they wasn't using the medical name. They just kept saying, oh, you could get tapped, you could get tapped. And you gonna be shocked at how small you really are, because you could see I had lost weight, but I didn't know I lost that much weight because my stomach was still big, and because it was just really one side, but it was also on the other side. I didn't on the right side, but the left side was way bigger than the right side because that's where it was filling up at. So once they did it, they had. I think I told you they had to do it twice because I had too much, and the doctor was scared because I never had the procedure before. When they did it the second time, and I was like, "Oh my God, I lost this much weight!" And because when I go to the hospital, they put me on a renal diet, and which means no seed, no salt, no pepper. I don't eat bland food. I think y'all heard I talked about it in the live before. I don't eat bland food, so that wasn't happening. Hey, Miss Southern Girl. So I would literally not eat and sit there and just eat ice at first. And then I started just drinking cranberry juice and graham crackers. And y'all know how many times I've been in the hospital. And so y'all already know. I basically starved myself to death until I got home, or Tremel would bring me salt and pepper. But then I'd run out because I stayed longer than I thought I would. So I'd stop eating again. As long as I had the salt and pepper, I would eat. If I didn't have the salt and pepper, because I'm like, I don't. They was like, "Why you didn't eat your food?" I said, "I don't eat like this at home." I said, and if I do, I use Mrs. Dash. I don't know what y'all are giving me, but it's nasty. So they was like, "Oh, it's Lowry's, no salt." I said, "Well, it's nasty. Y'all need to get Mrs. Dash." That's when I got down here. When I was in Jersey, they was giving me Mrs. Dash, but I still wasn't eating because I wanted salt and pepper. So Tremel would bring me some, and when I ran out, that was it. And then when I had my hernia surgery, I couldn't eat because it was twisted, and it was more. It was two. I thought it was only one, and when they did the surgery, it was two. So everything I eat, I was throwing up. So I just did eat for 2 weeks until they did the surgery, and it stayed down. So that's how most of the weight came off. But I couldn't tell because my stomach was bloated with all that fluid, and I walked around like that for a year. So I said, well, I didn't have an infection when I had the fluid. They said no, but after the fluid was drained and you fill back up, you could have had the infection. You could have had the infection, and when you fill back up, that's when it affected you. I said, true. I said, that's possible. So they fixed me. I'm like, okay, cool. Me and Tremel, I was good after that. No, they told me I could fill back up, but I didn't. And, you know, me and Tremel made some plans. then, bang, here he go. So it's just like I feel like if it ain't one thing, it's another. But like I said, as long as I'm getting fixed, I'm good. As long as I'm getting fixed, I'm good. I'm mad at it, but I ain't mad at it because we could be sitting here, laying here like the last time Tremel was so bad. They said you better have been glad you came because you could have died in your sleep. And I was like, oh my god. Like Tremel waited till the last minute all the time. This time he was scared when they told him what was going on because he was like, Papa, I could have died. I said, well, Tremel, stop waiting till the last minute. I said, I don't know what's wrong with you until you tell me. I said, just like I said, see me, I'll tell him, but he won't tell me because he know I'm gonna tell him to go to emergency room. He won't tell me till the last minute, and by then it's late. So I just wanted to come on and let you guys know what was going on. I'm good. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me. Just keep your prayers because I'm doing great after the last time. And I hope I stay that way. I now hope I will stay that way. Because God said if you speak it to it in existence, it will happen. And we found, yeah, y'all see, because y'all see my posts. If you see my posts in the community, we found an affiliate of our church in Jersey. So we've been going there because we love it there. So we've been going there, every Sunday since we first went. Because at first we couldn't go because same thing. I go in the hospital, Tremel go in the hospital. I go in the hospital, Tremel go in the hospital. So when we stopped going in the hospital, we was like, okay, let's go to church. So I didn't know it was, and actually I didn't even know it was so close to my house. I thought it was in Atlanta because of the name of it. But it's really like, honestly, 20 minutes away from our house. So, yeah, that's what's going on. I wanted to let you guys know that I was okay. Cause some of y'all started saying, I'm praying for you and da 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 da. So, oh, you welcome, Deborah. Cause I know he made the video, and I didn't want to just leave y'all out there because I knew he was asleep. And until they put him in the room, he ain't gonna wake up. Cause I know he didn't sleep last night, so he's tired. So I said, let me come on and make a live, let them know that I'm okay, and I had to take him to emergency room. Like I said, I ain't say too much because I ain't watched this video, so I don't know what he told y'all, and I don't want to disclose more than I should have. So I just gave you the basics. So I gave you the basics that I know he probably gave. I ain't getting into all the details because like I said, I didn't watch his video and I ain't disclosing more than I should. Because I get mad at him when he do it. I be like, why did you tell him all of that? It's none of their business. Well, I said it's none of their business. Just tell them I'm in the hospital, I'm sick or whatever, and keep it moving. So I'm not going to do what I get mad at him for doing sometimes. And, I'm not. That's why I gave you all the basics. And I know y'all care, but sometimes I think some things are just not to be said on a YouTube video. That's just me. My husband exposes a lot of things sometimes that I'll be sitting back going, why are you telling them that? Oh, because they love us and they are okay, but they don't need to know all of it. So, you know, it is what it is. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. And hey, Patricia. Oh, I'm great. I'm fine. I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on with Tremel because I know I saw a lot of people watch the video. So I said, okay, let me, get it together and make a video. But like I said, I don't look right. That's why y'all don't see me. And y'all know I'm very vain. I ain't getting on this camera unless I look right. And I ain't feel like doing my hair because I got, like I told y'all, the texture changed. So it ain't just combing. I got to wet it down and I can wet it down and it'll be fine. But I'm like, I'm laying in the bed. I don't want no wet hair in the bed on my pillow because then my pillow won't get wet. I can't even rub it down because it's short, so it's sticking up because it's straight now. And I said, well, I ain't putting the cream in it because, again, I don't want all of that on my pillow right now. The cream dries, but if I already did it right before the live, it wouldn't have dried in time. So when I got off, it wouldn't have been dry. So I was like, I don't want cream on my pillow. I don't want water on my pillow. They just going to have to look at the avatar while I talk today. I know y'all want to see me, but y'all know I'm vain, honey. That's why when I was doing lives in the morning, um, y'all saw me because I was getting ready to go to dialysis. And I was sitting in the car, and of course, I got myself together. But today, because we woke up late, we had planned on waking up earlier, but we woke up a little later than we wanted to. And I was like determined to get him there early, because anything after 10 o'clock, child, you're going to be sitting there. Like one night, he was sick, and he wanted to go to the emergency room. We went at 10 o'clock. You know how long we sat there before they even called his name? Till 9 o'clock in the morning. I went off. I was like, I've been sitting here since 10 o'clock at night. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. My husband is in pain. And y'all already know, Tremel get live he get turned up on a live, but in person, he's not who he is on camera. He's a little calm. See me, I'm calm on camera, but when I in person, I went over to that screen and she was ignoring me. Child, she better be glad that little plexiglass was there because I was about to snatch her. He was like, Papa, because he heard it. I said, Tremel, I'm about to snatch this bitch. She's typing something on the computer like I ain't even fucking standing here. No, no, no. Yo, I said, because you know I will knock this plexiglass down and snatch that bitch. See, if it's funny to me because y'all think Tremel is the one that turn up, and he really ain't. It's me. But I'm calm on camera because I ain't got a reason to turn up on camera. Did y'all see him turn up and say things, and y'all think like he's the one? He really ain't the one. In person, Tremel is just as calm. If y'all met Tremel, you'd be like, people have met Tremel and be like, this can't be the same person. He's quiet. He'll barely talk to you. He will if you make conversation, but if you don't make conversation, he just gonna sit there. But when you see him on camera, you be like, oh, he gonna be the turn up one. And Joseph is gonna be the one that don't. When you see me in person, I'm the one that's talking all the time and making conversation. And everybody be like, y'all personalities totally changed. I said, we try to tell y'all. In person, we the opposite. I ain't loud and animated as him, but I'm the one that will keep the conversation going. We have met plenty of subscribers, and they're like, is Tremel okay? I said, yeah. I said, he told y'all, y'all don't understand. Tremel is doing this for the camera. In person, he's a totally different person. And they said, but in person, you the one that talk all the time and you don't really talk. I said, because that's just the way it is. When we get on camera, he get boisterous and I get quiet. I said, but in person, it's the total opposite. Y'all, people literally sat there like, are y'all kidding me right now? Because I acted like, well, I'm not, like I said, I'm not animated. But all the talking Tremel do, he was sitting there, he said, hello, how you doing? Whatever. And then he get quiet and they be looking at me like, is he okay? I said, yeah, he fine. I said, we tried to tell y'all, but y'all don't believe it. You want to go by what you see. I was like, and in person, when they see it, you ain't got no choice but to believe us. Because in person, I'm the one that'll make conversation and sit there because I like talking to people. And I guess because I like talking to people in person, while I'm quiet on camera. Tremel is more comfortable in front of the camera. So I guess that's why he talks so much in front of the camera. I'm comfortable, but I prefer talking to people in person. And I guess he prefers having his conversation, saying whatever he wants on camera. And then in person, he's like, he ain't shy, but, you know, if you start, once he warm up, he'll start talking more. But in the beginning, he's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm good." And next thing you know, he's quiet. And if you don't start talking to him, he ain't gonna make conversation. And everybody be like, "Wait a minute, am I in the twilight zone?" I expected Joseph to be the quiet one and Tremel to be the talkative one. A lot of people met us. Only one person met us, but she met us at like gay pride, so he was talking a lot because we was outside. But the other people that we met at restaurants and um, we met somebody at a bar in New York when we had went up to New Jersey. They was tripping like, "You are so not the person I thought you was." I said, "We try to tell y'all." They said Joseph is the talkative one, and we thought he was going to be quiet. I said, "We tried to tell y'all." And I just I get a little frustrated because I get frustrated how people get caught up in what they see. And, you know, when they don't get it, they get disappointed. But I'm like, in front of a camera, we trying to entertain you. And, you know, we can't entertain you just sitting there being dead and what have you. I mean, right now, it ain't no real, if y'all are entertained, great. But ain't no real reason, when me and Tremel get on here, y'all laugh because we funny. But I'm like, some people buy into that and think that's all the time. And I'm like, child, yeah, we make each other laugh, but it ain't like that in my house. What you see on camera ain't going down in the house. But I'm sorry. But yeah. That's about it, y'all. I'm gonna go now and get it together because it's getting late and I gotta go to that. Well, it ain't late, but I'm gonna get myself together because I gotta go to dialysis tomorrow, and I gotta do all of that and get it together. So I'm gonna get myself together now before, because that way I ain't gotta do it later. And I appreciate everybody that watched me. I really do. Cause you could have been doing something else, but you chose to watch me. And thank you for all the concern for Tremel. You guys was hitting me up, sending emails. I guess y'all might have left. Well, no, you know. And I just wanted to let y'all know, and I appreciate all the love y'all show. Because whether it's me or him, you guys always reach out when you find out, and I really appreciate that. So I said, let me, make a video, let them know that he's okay. And because I saw how many people watched the video, so I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. And I appreciate it. It means a lot to us. You have no idea how much it means to me and Tremel. We don't have a lot of friends. We more or less stay to ourselves. So when you guys reach out, it is like, we be like, they don't know us, but they showing us concern. I said, even if it's phony, I said, the matter of fact that they showing us concern is a good thing. But y'all, let me go because Tremel is calling me. And again, I appreciate y'all. Always remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. All those great and wonderful things. And y'all already know what it is. It's Team McRae all damn day. I'll probably come back tomorrow and go live. But if I don't, I'm going to keep y'all updated. But in any case, love you guys. Be safe. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.